Hey, it's Cody here with Evolution AV, joining you for another Tech Tuesday. This week we're going to talk about what to expect from the AV industry in 2021. To start off here, I think the first thing that we're going to be looking at here is an accelerated push towards software video conferencing solutions. So using software like Teams or Zoom to basically bring people together in these environments. These systems are great because they allow you to bring your own device when you want to connect with people, and the systems that we're seeing support this. Next, we're going to see a continued push on transitioning away from legacy projectors and legacy interactive whiteboards and moving into things like 4K interactive to smart displays as well as 4K commercial displays. You're seeing a lot of these in boardrooms, training rooms, education rooms, schools. We're seeing a lot of that stuff get phased out and interactive boards being put in there. Speaking of high-def video and 4K, over the next year I think we're going to see a full transition into 4K video standards. A few years ago 4K was fairly expensive, and in order to get in there you're spending a lot of money. Now it just is kind of the standard, so you're seeing a lot of products come out that are just 4K baseline, and we're kind of pushing that as well. Another advancement that we're seeing in the AV industry here for the next year is modular LED screens. So long and gone are kind of the days of doing big projection and big bright projectors, and we're looking at modular LED screens. So a single panel that can be expanded from a 3-foot screen to a 6-foot screen to a 40-foot screen. The price is really reasonable on these systems, comparable to kind of higher end projectors, and we're seeing a lot of those being put in now too. Speaking of modular LED screens, head over to our YouTube channel and check out a recent video that we put out that talks about large LED screens. We actually had a project where we put in a 40-foot screen down at Theatre Calgary. Great video, explains everything, looks awesome. Another trend we're seeing is just changes in integrated AV over network systems. So AV techs and IT techs are now becoming best friends. We're all still nerds, but we're working together and we're basically integrating these systems through network protocol. So we're allowing wireless sharing over Wi-Fi, wireless audio over Ethernet. This is all stuff that in the last few years and moving forward is just going to be the standard. And lastly, a large transition we're seeing is the involvement of AV during the design process. So a lot of architects are coming out and they're approaching AV from the get-go, and they're saying, hey, we want to put some technology in, but we want to feature it. So we're seeing AV as part of the design instead of AV as this ugly thing that gets thrown in at the very end. So 2020 was a wild year. I don't think anybody expected the year that it was going to be. We're really looking forward to 2021. Some great things are happening and we're excited for it. Thanks for joining us again for another Tech Tuesday. Again, I'm Cody with Evolution AV, and we'll see you on the next one.